to girl chat. This time I'm doing girl chat a little bit different. It's not just gonna be me, but I'm only gonna have other girls on it, and it might be the same ones over and over, or it might be different, but we're gonna actually have real girl chat. I love how you guys sip your tea. I love it. I'm gonna have the girls introduce themselves. I'm Guye.
My name's Maggie.
It's your girl Afro, Jade.
Woo! And we were just having girl chat literally in the kitchen the other night.
Yeah.
We were just talking about relationships and like the things that have happened. And so we decided to do a girl chat where we're being real and raw about getting cheated on. Because I'm sure every person has been cheated on before.
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
It's story of my life, literally.
Yeah, no, for real.
Actually, to set the record straight, I haven't been cheated on.
Oh, okay.
But I do know a lot about people who have cheated.
Okay, well, you haven't been cheated on. Dang, you're lucky.
Okay, so basically, guys, us two, we've been played. She has witnessed people being played.
Yes.
So we're going to talk about our cheating experiences, and, you know, she can give insight on how, like, her
Actually,
looking into, like, other relationships.
Scratch that. I wasn't cheated on.
You were? No, she got played, too. We all got played, too.
I forgot about it.
The times I got cheated on 2 different instances, 2 different boyfriends, but I'm pretty sure numerous times each, which is unfortunate.
No, that's just wrong.
I know,
That's just wrong.
and I mean, I knew about some, but like most of it didn't come out until after the relationship was over, you know?
Yeah.
So that kind of sucked a little bit, but it happens.
So, like, a quick question. Is it considered cheating, like, if... Because, like, you know, whatever the heck talking is, like, I don't know. Like, you guys have your own definition
I think
of what
talking
is.
well, my definition of talking is like, that person is like, you're continuously in communication, whether
But
it's
can
like
they cheat on
Snapchat.
you while you're talking? Like, is it considered
And well, it
cheating?
depends, because this
It
generation,
is,
they don't,
in a way.
we don't define like what talking is. Like, are we talking to talk because they're bored, or are we talking to talk to like date?
Yeah.
Yes,
You
it
know?
depends what. So if you're just talking to someone and you're just talking, no, that's not cheating. I don't think it is cheating.
Yeah.
But if you are talking to someone and you haven't maybe physically cheated on your partner,
Yeah.
but you are now mentally cheating on your partner,
Right.
that is still cheating.
Right.
So, like,
But-
say, like, someone, like, you guys are talking, you guys been talking for a few months, and, like, you feel like it's something between you guys, you know, but you guys haven't have, like, that full conversation, but they go mess with someone else. Would you consider that cheating?
I do, but I think at the same time, like, I don't, like, I would say, like, that's your fault for not, like, clarifying, and it's
Yeah.
not, like, it's the guy's fault for not clarifying either, like, what it is.
Yeah.
And if he's gonna go do that, then I think that, obviously, he just gave you his answer, that it's
Yeah.
nothing, and you might think it's something, you know?
Right.
Yes.
So, that's what I would look at it as.
Because I feel like a lot of times people put a meaning behind things when there really isn't. Because I think it's okay to talk to people. You can be talking with someone for months, and I think that's
what
okay.
if you're like, yeah, for sure, but what if you're like exclusively talking to like one person, and then he goes out and like messes with another girl, and you're thinking like, oh, you know, this is you and I, and we're going somewhere, and he's thinking like,
There's
we're just kicking it.
Y'all excuse
We're just
little
kicking
lame
it.
boys is always...
Well, I think what the most important part with that is they gotta set the record straight from
That's
the beginning,
true.
man.
That's
You gotta
true.
set
But yeah,
that.
but
I think
that's what they
we
always
really
use.
do.
No, that's what they always use as an excuse. Is like, oh, but we didn't really like establish anything yet.
Yeah.
Or we're not in a relationship, you
Right.
know. And so
As soon as you snap, but like the cheating I'm talking about is like in a relationship. Well,
In
that's
an
my
actual
boyfriend, you know,
relationship.
like boyfriend girlfriend.
Well, in that level, that person should discuss this and disclose that they're with someone from the beginning.
Even if like, well, I think another part is like, guys, like even though like my boyfriend, everyone knew that was my boyfriend.
yeah,
The girls knowing that
They
we're
know,
together,
that's true.
we're
That's true.
still, you know, doing their thing with them.
y'all gotta stop.
Right.
Y'all
That's
gotta
true.
stop. If you be out here in these streets starting like that, you gotta
I think-
stop.
I think like,
Gotta
okay,
stop.
for me, like, okay, let's have a boyfriend I had like a couple of years ago. He was really charming. So he is charismatic. So like, he had good presence. Like everyone loved him. He was funny. He was goofy and stuff. But like, he was really slick at like hiding stuff. And so like, when he was cheating on me or like something, he would like blame it on me. And if I like talked to his friend or anything, it's like, well, why are you flirting with my friend and whatnot?
Wow.
But y'all, I looked through his phone one time. I don't know if he was in the shower. He just wasn't in the room. And I like picked up the phone and I saw this message from like a girl that like I was friends with, and he was talking about like, you know, like you're special and like, you know, just like
That
like
low
boost-
down.
Yeah, and it wasn't even like something that you could be like, what the heck? But just the way like he talked to her,
Yeah.
kind of bugged me because I was like, doesn't mean you tell your girlfriend. Now doesn't mean you just tell some girl. And the girl was my friend, you know, and so Like, but
what did she say? What did she reply to him?
Nothing, because I think he deleted his message. He deleted his messages most of the time, but I don't know.
Here's the thing. Yeah,
Go
I
ahead.
would say if you have to hide something,
Yeah.
or if you think that a message that you have and you got to delete it, obviously that person, he shouldn't have been having that conversation.
Right.
Because if it was really nothing, he would leave it on his phone and he would delete it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I seen the message he wrote to her, but then he had another girl that I could not stand for dear life. Y'all, she had her own ringtone. Why does another girl need to have her own ringtone? I'm the only girl besides your mom and your sisters should have
their own ringtone.
Yeah. And I was like, and I confronted him about it, and he's just like, well, we're just friends like that. I'm like, no, that's
Why don't I know about this friend?
Yeah,
We are
no,
just like
I
that.
know her too.
Right, if y'all are, no, but if you guys are that close,
your girl
But
should
that's
know
the
about the girl.
right.
Like, that's
the
the thing.
But she's the girl that you do not trust around your boyfriend, whether they say they're friends or not, because she's always messing with somebody's boyfriend. You know.
Well, then that's an issue.
if my boyfriend tell me
also,
he's really good friends with somebody that I know be getting down with
Yeah.
everybody, hell no, you're not about to be friends with no whole thought in the streets. That don't work like that,
Right.
because I know how it's gonna end up.
right, but
That's true.
And y'all not about to make me look stupid together.
I caught him.
Like,
I
that's
caught
not-
him I caught him in 2 instances, but then I didn't really get a confirmation of what really happened until we broke up.
But
And
you don't
then
have
his
enough,
best friend
evidence?
told me, and he was like, well, he was messing with her, this and that's not. And I'm like, you were my friend too.
His best friend is trifling too.
But yeah, I guess you can't expect your boyfriend's friends to be your real friends.
That's true. You can't. They're not.
But he
They're
was-
never
but
gonna have your back.
the
really.
weird part
It's your
is-
friends.
I know, but the weird part is the guy who was my friend was my friend before I even knew this guy existed, and we had been friends longer than that, so it's just kind of dang. What about you? How was your cheating?
Girl. Yeah, no, being played and cheated is not cheating on is not fun at all. And obviously with the story that I have is my boyfriend cheated on me with one of my best friends.
Oh, I would kill her.
Could we all just sip our tea really
That
quick?
one needs a minute.
Like,
That
yeah.
one needs its own minute.
Call her
Name.
Utumbwe.
Respect.
Because she's African. Girl, you African. Utumbwe,
Okay.
forget Allison.
Utumbwe.
So
Okay.
Utumbwe, right, is my best, she was one of my best friend,
Yeah.
her family and I, we're very, very close.
Mm.
My boyfriend, we're going to call him Jason.
Okay,
Jason.
Jason.
Jason and I, we were dating for, girl, we were serious, we were
Right.
serious. But, around that time in our relationship, it was, very, very, shaky, just because he had, girl, if he's watching this video, just be lucky I didn't use your name. Come
Yeah,
on, your name. I'm calling you Jason.
Jason.
So, he was having, really bad, insecurity problems, where, he would accuse me of cheating or accuse me
So,
of,
do you think that was insecurity, or was because he was cheating?
I feel like
wanted
he
to
was
put it on
doing
you?
stuff, but, he was feeling a certain way where, he really felt let's be honest, because, some of his friends had a crush on me, this and this, but I'm just one of those people where I'm not gonna pay you any attention, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
I'm in a relationship with somebody, so, yeah, but he was getting really, really insecure, and he started to become, really, really controlling, and for everyone who knows me, I have a strong personality, I can't be controlled, you know what I mean?
Right.
And it started, we started getting really, really shaky around that time, and I almost broke up with him, but I didn't, and it was just, a really rocky time, but we were still trying to,
Work it out.
you
Yeah.
know, and
Right.
I should have known.
But that's your best friend. You should never expect that someone
Utumbwe
to
be
do
getting
that.
around. She get around with your daddy, your
But
uncle,
even if you have
your brother, your
Oh my
brother's
God.
I wish she
friends,
was
all of
trying.
them
I
at the
wish-
same time.
No, but if you I'm saying my best friends, I feel like I know them so well that and none of my friends are Tumbwe thankfully.
Yeah.
But if they had those tendencies, you would never expect them to go for
you
your,
wouldn't.
And
I
your
think that's what hurt me
relationship.
so much. But girl, this one day, I was supposed to be hanging out with her, and I went to her house. Knock, knock, knock. Babysitter answered the door. I was like, what the hell? Girl, you were not supposed to be hanging out. Why you got a
Right.
babysitter up in your house?
Right.
And so I was trying to get information out the babysitter. The babysitter wasn't trying to tell me nothing. So I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna call this girl, Called her, she ain't answer, and I was like, that's weird, whatever. So I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna go hang out with my boyfriend, we can go hang out, do whatever. And try calling his phone. This dude's phone is going to voicemail. He's not answering my text.
Oh,
So I was like, what the hell going on?
no.
At the moment, I didn't put put two and two together, like,
Yeah.
oh, they might be together at the same place.
Yeah.
I didn't put that, because who the heck wants to believe that one of their good friends are messing with their boyfriend?
It shouldn't ever be like that.
It's not something that really comes across your mind.
Right.
You're
So, but
looking at
I
everybody
just like, I thought he was up to something. I was like, okay, well, she might like caught up in something else, you know. So I was like, he is up to something. I'm gonna go to his house. I'm gonna go crazy. But I was like, I'm gonna go to his house. Went, you know, knock, no answer. Knock, no answer. Turn the knob, sip your tea. Girl, the door was open, went inside the door, and I started hearing like a little like noise. You know, like when you hear like people kind of
Things
like,
moving,
you know?
Yeah.
And at that point, I didn't say anything. But I was like, hey, are you home, you know? And then I start hearing things like shuffling even more, you know? I was like, oh, hell no, because I heard a girl's voice, you know? So I started walking. This is shit that you see in a movie, you know?
Yeah.
I was like, in my head, I was like, no. Please be his sister, just, you know, folding his clothes. Doing something. Please, let me find somebody, like, else, you know?
Oh my God.
And I started hearing, like, her voice, and, like, it was just, like, panic, you know? And it sounded like chaos.
Yeah.
And I, like, went to the room, you know, busted through the door. Girl. Otumboy and Jason got caught red-handed.
No.
When I tell you I was so furious,
Oh my God.
Jason, I don't apologize, but it was really fun setting your stuff on fire. Like, I legit set his clothes.
You said you started
his
collecting stuff?
PlayStation. I started collecting all of it. Started a fire with it, you know?
Yeah.
And if my other best friend was in town, we probably would have roasted marshmallows over that fire.
Oh
like,
my God.
There you go.
Yeah, I
Celebrate
started
your
a fire.
victory.
I burned her clothes too, so Otumboy, you're welcome.
You're welcome.
I gave her the experience where, like, she could probably put it in her head where it's
Yes.
like, maybe I should never do this again.
Yeah.
You know?
Maybe I shouldn't be the cheatee to the
Yeah.
cheater.
Yeah.
Right.
And, like, for me, like, that situation, it wasn't hurt. Like, what hurt me more was that I lost a friend, you know? And it hurt me more that, like, okay, somebody that I'm friends with, somebody that I care about, that I really put time into, like, a friendship with, like, would really do this to me,
Someone
you know?
that you trust and
Trusted
spend time
so much. Like, this is somebody
when
where,
things
like,
went wrong.
When
That's
you use
the
the infamous
serious-
line, oh my God.
I'm a good
Oh my
chew. Get that girl. Butter. Like, I might be laughing now because I'm over it, but back then, like, I was so hurt. Like, how can you really do that to me? You know what I mean? Like, how can you do that, like, as a friend? Because you're somebody, like, I truthfully love you. Like, my friends, like, if I'm friends with you, I literally pour my heart out, you know?
Right,
And I love you with all my heart, and, like, anything that you need, I'm there for you. Like my friendship's always genuine, you know? Like, I don't have fake friendships. I don't believe in that.
Right.
And it's just, like, she's somebody where, like, even when she, like, hit rock bottom, I was there for her. So I just kind of looked at her, like,
friend.
I looked at her, like, wow, you know? Like, you've done this to other people, but
Never thought it'd be to you.
I never thought you'd do it to me, you know?
Dang.
But, damn, girl, you threw
What
me in
about
that
you?
pile over there with everybody
What about
else.
you, Maggie? You're cheating. You're getting cheated on.
Yeah, who cheated on you?
Give them a name.
I don't even know if you guys really even know the story. So.
I feel like I don't.
So it was back in like 2012 when this happened.
Okay.
I was dating this guy. I'm gonna call him
Jerome.
And Jerome was rolling around acting like a big shot. I mean, I don't have
Do
high.
I know Jerome?
You kind of know Jerome. Yes, you do.
Okay.
I'm actually so me and Jerome were just getting to know each other first, you know, hanging out. I'm the type of woman that, I mean, I love old-fashioned romance, you know, where a guy shows care. But I'm also a current woman that I'm going to be like, I show you respect. You know, you bought food for us.
Right.
I'm going to buy food for
gonna
us.
do it first.
Like, I am just that person. I will
That's
put myself
being fair.
forward. That's just how I am.
Yeah.
And so... a lot of the times I was doing stuff for Jerome. You know, Jerome was actually in real estate, just got a house. Everything was working out good, you know.
Yeah.
But then some things started to trickle down. It's like the small trickle down effect. But the one thing with this man is he played his line very well. I didn't even suspect he was cheating. Wow. That's how well he played it.
Jeez.
Are you sure I know Jerome?
Comes to learn it's like a double life. I learned everything that was happening the same time I was dating him. It was the whole entire time, and I didn't even know. And it even goes back before I even started dating him. So, long story short, me and Jerome been seeing each other for about 6 months at this point. Come to find out, one day he's like, this weekend I'm busy, this.
You ain't busy.
And it caught me off guard, kind of like you said, you know, when you get that, like, something just didn't feel right. I was like, all right. All of a sudden, guess who calls my phone?
Who?
The cheatee.
The cheatee of the cheater.
Yes,
Why did she
the
call you?
girl.
Why did she call you?
What should I... Like,
call her Bianca because
I was just
Bianca. So
Hey,
Bianca
Bianca.
had the nerve to message me and was like, "Are you Maggie?" And I said, "Yes, I am." She called me. I answered the phone. And she spills the beans. Says, "Well, I heard that you were Jerome's girlfriend." I said, "Yeah, I'm Jerome's girlfriend. Da 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 da. He's busy this week." She's like, "Actually, I'm down here to see Jerome."
Damn!
You know where? I've been here and I'm actually seeing Jerome. Comes to find out, this story unravels. The lady is like 2 times our age.
Oh, Lord.
5 kids.
Whoa!
1
Jeez.
our age.
Oh! Grandma.
like your brother.
Oh
Yes. And the weekend that he was busy, like a weekend ago, he was busy as well. He was with her. She was with him. She's like, I've actually came down and saw him twice.
Let's change her name to Abuelita.
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 So Abuelita came down and was like,
Or Haboba.
So the Haboba came down and she was telling me everything. She's like, something's off. She started to know something, and like my stuff was there, like my computer was there. I let him use it.
Yeah.
All like my possessions.
Okay, I think I remember
clothes.
Jerome. I don't know his real name right now, but I remember now.
Comes to find out that he's been sleeping with her, other things. Yes, and that puts me in a position.
Like, how long was that going on?
It was going on for about a month, the cheating part.
Oh my god.
Yes. But he was with her in a previous relationship before we met. And when they were in that relationship, they never really broke it off. So I guess technically the whole time he was cheating.
Right.
But at the same time, she came to an understanding where she felt that she just wasn't picking up at the relationship anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But then all of a sudden, I guess, in his months, they started to. So they've been messaging each other. He's been cheating. I get there and I'm heated. It's like the middle of the night when I find all this shit is going down. I'm calling him. He's not answering. Not answering his phone. Not answering nothing. My shit's over there. I'm like on full 100 at this point. Like, I'm blazing. I'm one type of chick that if you do something like that, like, obviously at the time, like, my emotions are like all cut up. I'm like, you've been cheating on me for a month. Sleeping with a lady who's about 40 years old. And has 5 children. What the hell else have you been doing?
Right.
Like, and that
if
was
you're
like,
doing that,
what?
That's extreme.
And comes to find out, he's the small town boy. He's been living with her, things like that. Like credit card debt with her, like put her in, like a double life.
That was like, he was like her kid, but she was
he was her child, but she was messing with him.
Oh my god.
And some other stuff that just happened, and it was just like, wow, my safety at this point was actually even like compromised.
Yeah.
I was like, what have you been doing that I don't even know about?
Right.
Like, you played it off so well. You seem like this charismatic guy that has everything put together, and you have nothing put together. So that was how I got cheated on, and that's how the day I found out.
My second story doesn't even like amount to that.
It was bad.
I got revenge by burning all their crap, but damn.
I couldn't even get revenge because after when I got all my stuff back, I never saw the guy again. He like disappeared off
the
earth.
face of the earth.
Literally, not on Facebook, not on nothing. His family was even
Okay,
looking.
that's creepy as heck.
Jerome, if you're watching
Jerome,
today,
if you ever watch this, hi, and you're creepy for that, and I hate you.
Yeah, we
so
don't
much.
like especially for messing with Abuelita.
Haboba, you were tripping.
Yes, he wants that Haboba so much.
Oh my god, like my second story, like the boyfriend I had, he was like, once again, he was charismatic. I think I have a thing for charismatic guys. Like and they're super nice. All my ex-boyfriends have been, but like this one guy, he was like messing with this one girl, and like he hadn't like. She didn't know that he had a girlfriend at the time, right? But we were dating already. Yeah. And so when I'd call him, he'd be like, "Oh, I'm busy. I'm doing this. I'm not even."
I don't like that.
I'm gonna call him
Jake. What you doing?
I'm gonna call him Jake.
That you can't tell.
Right? Why can't you tell me what you're doing?
I mean, he did tell me, but I'm not gonna, because I don't really put him out. So Jake,
trying to save you.
I'm not gonna save but Jake, I'm gonna call him Jake, and Jake was. So he'd be like, "Oh, I'm with my friends, or I'm doing this and that." So I was like, "All right, okay." Like, I understood, because I'm the girlfriend who understands. I'm not gonna be like, "What are you doing? Why are you talking to me every minute?"
Right. Yeah.
So I let it ride, but then it just kept getting more and more like constant. And I'm like, I'm a Virgo, so I'm a creature of habit, and I notice everybody's habits. Like, if you do something consistently and then you stop doing it, either there's something going on or you're hiding something, right? I didn't think of it, and I let it go, and I was like, okay, whatever. And then another girl called. She told me like that he had been taking her out on dates and stuff, and this was like the beginning of our relationship. He was taking her out on dates and stuff, and then she's like, I didn't even know you guys were dating until he had come to visit me, I guess, and we were on Snapchat or like Facebook post or something. And so after that, she asked him and confronted him like, is she your girlfriend? And he was like, yeah, that's my girlfriend. And the fact that he even admitted it was just like, are you kidding me? And then, like, aside from that, it wasn't even her. Then he was cheating again with another girl. Oh. This girl, we're gonna call her Wildebeest, because Wildebeest was she was just something. My friends know who Wildebeest is. He had been like one time he was on Snapchat, and like Wildebeest was on his Snapchat, and I was like, I don't know her. Like, and now you know most girls that he's around, so it's like, who is she? And he's like, oh, she's new. She just moved here. She blah, 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 blah. She was new. No, I'm saying like she knew, but she was new to like the area and whatnot. And so I was like, okay, I let it ride. Then I continuously seeing Wildebeest over and over. And then one time he was on Snapchat, and he was Snapchatting a restaurant. And then I like hear a girl's voice, and I'm like, maybe it's like a friend of his, you know? So I was like, let me just let it ride, right? Like, maybe it's just a friend of his, don't worry. After I kept asking about it, and he didn't say anything, we broke up. And a week later, he was dating Wildebeest. So what does that say, y'all? He had to been messing around with her while we were dating. Because, like, you don't just up and date.
Well, first of all, Wildebeest, you knew he had a girlfriend. You knew.
Or maybe she didn't.
No. You knew he had a girlfriend.
How do you know? The first girl wasn't Wildebeest. This is a different girl.
No.
I don't know, because like it just got sketchy, because we used to talk on the phone like every night. So it was like good night or like good morning, and he'd be like, oh, we're going out to the club. Like they started going out a lot, like him and his friends, and I was like, okay, you know, maybe you're just getting to know everyone. I'm like, that's cool. But it just got too much, and I'm a Virgo, like I said, you just know. You know, yeah. And so after that, it was just
I think just being any woman, you kind of just know.
But it's like when you know a person for like years, you know.
Exactly. Yeah,
regardless.
In that case, yeah.
And Wildebeest was just not a nice person.
How did she not? She had to have known, because like, people know.
I mean, not necessarily. If a guy does a really good job, I mean, people usually sometimes like come off and then tell another person or the person they're gonna cheat with, like, oh, well, we kind of had this thing, you know, but
or like they downplay.
Okay, yeah, we downplay,
and I feel like that's what he did. And so I feel like he downplayed the relationship like at that time to have his Wildebeest and whatnot. But like even after the fact, like the relationship ended and whatnot. But Wildebeest was just not a nice person.
She's not a nice girl. She
was a bully, and I don't like bullies. But like after like hearing all these stories about like getting cheated on, like how did that change your perspective of like relationships or dating, or did it change your relationship or perspectives of like dating somebody?
You know, it's kind of okay. It's not a good thing that you guys got played, but it's kind of calming to know you're not the only one who's out here getting played in these streets. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, like personally, I think for me, it didn't change the way I wanted to date, because I'm the type of person, I don't want something in my past to control my future.
Right.
Should never be that kind of person.
Yeah.
But it did let me see things that not to be oblivious or blind to.
Right.
And think that because you like someone or you're into someone, that you should drop these red flags, because a lot of times we see red flags, but we just want to, you know,
we want to push through.
It really helped me to notice red flags and to like magnify them, and like when I see them, girl, don't turn the other way.
Right.
Like it really helped me to like take action and figure that out and sit him down.
Yeah, ask him. Be like, okay, so there's something going on. Like, what is it? And it's not us necessarily saying that you need to tell me that you're cheating.
Yeah. No,
but there's obviously an underlying problem. You feel that you're not getting something, or something's not being addressed that you feel. Right. So you need to say it.
But at the same time, like I feel like how you made it seem was just like maybe there's something like that's missing in the relationship, and most of the time it's not like Tyrese said, a man's gonna cheat because he wants to cheat. It's not because of you. You weren't doing anything wrong.
Well, yeah,
you know?
no, I'm not saying the woman is doing something wrong, but obviously the man is not mentioning something that he wants. That's what I'm saying. It's not that the other person is doing something wrong. We're either
he's searching for something. That's why he's going outside the relationship.
Exactly, and he's not being
sometimes
open
I feel
about
like
it.
it's like it's not even searching for something. It's just like wanting something that he has no responsibilities for.
Well, and that might be it.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's what I'm saying. Instead of telling you that they're feeling a certain way, or like saying I'm feeling a little bit like this. I mean, obviously, no one's gonna be like, I'm feeling like I want to go a different direction from you.
I wish,
but they're not addressing that they're feeling something because
That's true,
you know you're feeling something. Something has changed somewhere. You can't just. You're not just like.
I'm gonna cheat today.
Cheating today.
I'm gonna cheat today.
I'm gonna cheat. No,
it's really I want to cheat.
It is something that has come across your mind plenty of times before you actually do it.
Right.
Yeah. So,
and I think it has a lot to do with like self control. But like we're laughing about it right now because it's like past, but it's not funny. Like cheating is not funny.
It's not.
My perspective, I would have to say that it just made me like look at people twice, like and just be more careful and to like call it when I see it and like really call it and be like, I'm not liking this, and just really addressing it before it goes any further, because if you don't just let it go, they're gonna keep doing it. You know?
True. And I think part of letting it go is we don't always want, we never want to look like that crazy girlfriend, you know, that crazy person. So we're just like, okay, like, you know, I'm being crazy, you know, it's not really what I think it is, you know.
Yeah.
But I think it's with learning that you're not crazy. Like, all the signs are there, you know, and you see them. So
yeah,
I think if you're in a relationship where you can't feel that you can come out and be honest about how you feel or what someone is doing, something is a little off. I mean, I'm not saying you should check in with your partner every 5 seconds. I feel like you're doing this. But you should be able to be like, hey, you know, I've noticed some things have changed. I mean, I want to know what your perspective is on how our relationship is going.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, when I was in a relationship that I actually felt that we worked towards, for us, it was not like we planned that in every 4 months we're going to have a meeting and we're going to talk about, but I took it as my responsibility as a person in this relationship to ask my partner after a couple months, you know, how they felt.
Check in.
Check
That's
in,
normal.
yeah. Like, you need a temperature check.
Yeah.
Because
temperature check? Are you hot or cold?
Exactly.
I didn't know
Are you
all
feeling
that.
this and that?
Yeah.
Because a lot of times we expect, since we know somebody, that they're going to always come up and tell us how they feel. But that is not also true.
Yeah. Right.
It's sometimes harder to tell people that you know something that's going on. But that does not give you the excuse to go ahead and do other things and cheat.
Do you think it's also important that we're people that are very, like, receptive to them telling us how they feel?
Yeah, I think people say, okay, my friends have told me, like, that I'm a control freak, and I get it, but at the same time, I'm someone that you can, like, come talk to. But I think men also fear, like, if I tell her, like, she's gonna leave, because I'm not, like, I'll leave, you know. Right. I'm gonna break up with you before you think you're gonna keep cheating on me and I'm gonna stay. No. So I think that's another thing, because guys don't want to lose. They want to have their cake and eat it too, you know. Yes. And so that's why, even if you are receptive of them telling, like, hey, I'm cheating, like, they know you're not gonna be cool with him having another girlfriend, or like inviting another person in your relationship regardless, you know. Some people out there do that. I mean, I'm not judging. That's y'all, but
I'm judging.
I'm not judging. That's y'all, but you know what I'm saying? Like, that's, most girls are not going to be okay with that.
I would agree. I wouldn't judge. I mean, most people won't be okay with that. Yeah. And if you're going to assume your partner is going to be okay with something, there's certain things I think you can assume. Yeah. Like the general. But something where you think that you might question, and if you're going to assume it, why are you assuming it? If you have one doubt, even one doubt, then you should not expect it.
Right. What red flags do you think that anyone should look for in their relationship? Yes. If you think someone's cheating.
I think really one obvious one is if he's not bringing you around the people that he loves and the people that he's close to.
Right.
If he's not, for me, I won't even put social media as one, because for me, I'm a very private person, you know? Mm-hmm. So in my relationships and stuff like that, I really don't
social media.
I really don't. I don't post to social media and stuff like that.
I'm in a relationship.
That's so different.
See, people always think that should be a red flag, but for me, that's not a red flag, because I personally, I really don't do it, you know? Yeah. But I think, like, if he doesn't bring you around the people that he loves and the people that he's close to, that's a huge red flag. Yeah. Like, if he loves you and, you know, you guys are that close and you guys are together why can't he bring you around these
Second
guys?
would probably be if he doesn't talk about you to the people.
To the
he
people
does
that
love.
he,
Yeah,
yeah. So
agreed.
if you meet somebody that he loves, you know, and they have no idea who you are, girl,
That's an issue.
He's
That's
doing
an
something.
issue.
I also think that for me, I would have to say just like their mannerisms, how they act when they're around certain people. Because sometimes you can tell a guy's messing around with a certain girl if how he acts around her. Like you guys could be holding hands or something, and then as soon as she comes around, he like drops that hand drop. Like what are we? What
you dropping my hand for?
You were just
Act
holding
like they don't know them.
around your friends, right?
Yeah. I would say to just kind of add on while you rethink, it's just
that I'm busy one.
Yeah, I'm busy.
I'm with my friends. I'm playing ball right now. Let me call you back.
You are not busy. I know what you do for a living. You're not busy.
If things come up, like I'm not telling that your boyfriend doesn't have to tell you exactly what he's doing in detail. Mm-hmm. But if all of a sudden a pattern is different,
yeah, like
usually
I'm busy. What is going on that you're always busy?
Yes.
You know, like that's a huge red flag.
Yes.
Like if he's busy for whatever time because he's doing something.
Yeah, like
that's
he's
fine.
at work,
You know, like don't question that. But if it's Friday, Saturday, he's busy all the time. Friday, Saturday, he's busy. Then now Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, he's busy.
Right.
Something's going on.
Yeah, right.
Something's going on.
That's true, but yeah, cheating is
I
not
would
fun.
say also another red flag would be if you can't be able to surprise someone. If they're like, you need to let me know when you're coming and when you leave, like all the time.
Tried it.
Why?
Trying to restrict like
restriction.
the time.
I mean, obviously, you don't want. I don't think your significant other should just always show up no matter what.
Right.
But if they're just trying to do something for you or just trying to, and you need to know where they're at all the time because you got to protect yourself.
That's a problem.
That's a problem.
Right. But enough about that. Like,
so could those overprotective people be someone that's trying to cover something up?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's huge.
That's why I'm saying, like, if you have to be like, what
let
time
me know,
what are you
where
doing?
you at?
You can't come
Let me
after
know-
this time.
let me know
and
what
they're
time
gonna
you're
tell you
coming.
why.
Yeah.
That's an issue.
So
where you at? What you doing?
We got cheated on. Well, how about being the cheater? Have you ever cheated? Well, you're guys are gonna have to tune into part 2 on Afro Jade's YouTube channel. I'm gonna link it below, and I promise I will link it below. You're gonna tune in to our stories about being the cheater.
So yeah, you've heard the stories of us being played. So now go watch us
Guys,
being
it's
the
trying
one
to
playing.
switch the roles, as
Right.
Usher says.
Yeah.
Exactly. And yeah, check
Trading
it out.
places.
Bye guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.